Hey everyone, I just wanted to tell you about one crazy night. I'm gonna wash my dishes while I do that. So if you hear the sound of running water, that's probably it. Um, Last night, you know what? I'm not even gonna do the dishes at this point in time because I'll do it afterwards. But as like at about 1:40 in the morning, my aunt starts banging on the door. Now I didn't hear it because I was all the way in the back. My mother-in-law wakes up, opens the door. My aunt's like, I guess from what they were talking about, someone hit my mother's car. So I didn't even hear that either. Like I said, I was in the back, and this all happened right up in the front. So she runs into my bedroom. Oh my God, somebody hit my car, in their native language. And my husband jumped up, grabbed the flashlight, and ran out. Now, I just stood for about a minute or two. I didn't think nothing of it because I figured something just happened outside and it had nothing to do with us. But I got curious. Grabbed my sweater, went downstairs. My husband is walking around my mother-in-law's car. I see another car just sitting there. And one lady goes, there was two cars involved. One drove off and the other one stood here because he lives here. So I was like, oh, that's great. I looked around the car, my mother-in-law's car, nothing. Okay, so nobody hit into her car. Apparently, the guy, one of the guys, let's just call him Guy A, tried to park into a spot that was very tight. He was probably not going to make it, but whatever. Guy B was pretty much driving full force down the street and plowed into him. Now, mind you, both of them are drunk, which is messed up. But the one that got hit into, his license was revoked or suspended. So he's pretty much fucked. No matter how you look at it, he's fucked. Because it doesn't matter if he hit into him or if he was hit into. So the Guy A, after Guy B drives off, Guy A goes, jumps into his car, and parks his car. And we tried to tell him that he shouldn't really be moving his car, especially when it got hit like that. Because when I looked at the scene where it actually happened, there was car parts everywhere. I mean, it didn't look like his car was totaled, but you just don't want to move your car after that. So I asked the lady who actually heard everything and witnessed the guy driving off, and she was a nurse, and she pretty much turned around and said that she ran over, she got the guy's license plates. She banged on the window to try to get him out. She saw that he was pissed drunk. And he looked at her and then he just bolted off. So it was a crazy night. I stood there waiting for the the police and the firemen, and it took the firemen about 25 to 30 minutes to get there, and it took the police 5 to 6 more minutes after the firemen. But it was really funny because the firemen just passed us by and went 2 blocks down into ShopRite Center, which there's a ShopRite like 2 blocks away. So we're like, what the heck, like it's the scene is right here, right? So the cop, he drove to where the guy's parked car was, which was like down the block. And he just looked at the car. He was taking witness statements, and then he drove towards us. And he stopped for a second. He turned on his light to see the crash, where whatever was left behind. And he told us that he has to go to ShopRite because there was an accident there. And that he needed to find out if everybody was okay. So he drove over to ShopRite. It took about, I'd say, another 5 or so minutes, or I don't even remember. And then everybody came over to us. I saw that the girl was not going to be alone, so I went upstairs. But it was crazy. I really do think that the reason why the guy was just barreling down the street trying to get away was because he had already hit into the people up the block, and then he just hit into another drunk guy, which was really messed up. So, who knows? I mean, I'm never going to know. I mean, if I do know, I'll probably put it in the comment section. Not comment section, but the description. But I'm pretty sure that I just won't ever know. That's just my theory on it. Is that he hit into somebody. He wanted to run away. He hit into another person. Someone got his license plates. And he's probably going to go to jail for hitting and running twice. Too bad. I mean, don't drink and drive. That's the moral of the story. Later.